Charlie here. I'm going to go over today some of the methods that I've used for doing custom bike work. To each their own, but these are just my methods. There's a multitude of ones that I do. I've done composite work for well over 20 years, and these are just some simple ways I've used. I'm working on a 1985 Yamaha FJ1100, and I'm working on the rear seat cowl. The subframe has been built. It's not finished, but it's built enough to be able to start this project right here. What you see back here is a spray foam material. It's been laminated over the battery. It's already installed because I needed to make this super compact because I'm trying to keep this thin profile right here. So the battery had to have a place to go, and it's underneath this foam. But it is protected. I use a cellophane wrap, like basically the stuff you use for moving. This plastic wrap, I just wrap it around everything. I don't want to get anything to stick to. I even wrap the battery, and then when I'm done with that, I use packaging tape. For this particular one, I use clear. I prefer to use the brown looking packaging tape, not the cheap stuff. This here's 3M or Scotch plastic, so it's really heavy duty stuff. Fiberglass resins, epoxy resins, most everything will not stick to this, so this is a great mold release just as it is by itself. And when you're doing fiberglass work, wrinkles, crinkles, anything, tape overlap, when you're doing one-off fiberglass work, you're going to be doing a lot of sanding afterwards anyways, so imperfections in the surface quality is not that important at this point. This particular material that I've used here is basically this stuff called Great Stuff, picked up at the local big box stores, Home Depot, Lowe's, Ace Hardware. It's usually in the doors and windows section, or sometimes all over the place. And it comes in, you work it upside down. I just sprayed it on, and once it's all cured, this stuff takes about 24 hours plus to cure. And then once it's all cured, then I'm able to trim it off and start shaping it with sandpaper or rasp, whichever method that you best to reduce it down. And then after that, then she's ready to start taping up and moving forward. We'll get to that later. Other methods I use is this home insulation foam. They come in different colors, different thicknesses. This particular piece here was purchased at Lowe's. It's 1 inch thick. I like to work with the 1 inch stuff because it sands fairly easy. So I usually do a huge buildup, like create a encapsulated part as far as this seat cowl. And this was a project that I changed my mind on, so this is kind of gives you an idea. You make it big and bulky, oversized for what you want it to do, and then you can start drawing out and then cutting it away and changing its shape. So, and it is laminated together with what I call Gorilla Glue. It's the only stuff that will not eat this foam, so you got to be careful what kind of glues you use. And this is the Gorilla Glue. It's also bought at the big box stores. It's really thick. You put it on very, very thin because it actually bubbles up, and as you may be able to see on there, I take and drill it all over the part, and then I take a used cardboard cutout piece and use it as my spatula to smear it across. And I have a water bottle, and I mist water over it. That helps with the material to expand because it actually bubbles up. And then, as you can see, it creates all the parts laminated, and you see where the excess material actually bubbled out of the surface here. So once again, you can use this material in multiple thicknesses, and you can continue to laminate to it. You don't have to worry about surface perfection here. We're not looking to get perfect because these are making one-off parts. So when you're making one-off parts, perfection is of your actual mold, we call this. It doesn't have to be that perfect because you're not going to see it. The fiberglass is not going to pick up that kind of detail unless they're just huge imperfections like this level to this level. Yes, you would see it. But small little cracks like this or small holes like that, those are small imperfections, and you're not going to see those kind of things. And then when we get done sanding it out, This is how some of my previous bikes I've built, I've used that material. And this type of method. And then once that part is completely built, I use, again, clear packaging tape and completely wrap the entire part. You make sure you have to have it very good and sealed when it comes to that type of foam. Because that foam, if you use polyester resins, polyester resin will eat that, it will dissolve it. And so you have to make sure you have a really good seal when you tape over it to seal it and actually get ready to apply your fiberglass resin. So that's one method. And another method I use clay. This is a sculptor's clay. And I got a 5-gallon bucket full of this stuff. I go to like Hobby Lobby or some place that'll sell that type of sculpting clay. Right now it's the winter time, so my shop I usually keep it a little bit cooler in here during the winter time, just to keep the gas bill down. So the stuff gets pretty hard and kind of hard to work with. So you have to knead it a lot, get it warmed up. You can use a little crock pot or something and put batches of it in there if you want to do it. And then you can do the same thing. You put it on over the top of your plastic laminate so you don't get this clay all over everything. And then you can shape using clay sculpting tools. I use all kinds of things, tennis balls, depending on what I'm trying to do. Spatulas or squeegees to kind of scrape it out. You can buy these clay sculpting tools again at Hobby Lobby, and these help for creating fine details of things that you want to do. But again, if you're doing one-off components and you're going to be laying fiberglass material over the top of it, very minuscule details are not going to show up. You'll have to apply those after the fiberglass has been applied and it's already cured. You're ready to start shaping it. But for your major shape of the component, you'll want to just stick to the basics. So, just to recap, this is the Great Stuff foam. It's been applied over it. I even have the tail light already in here. I have the tail light wrapped in plastic and tape, so I can actually shape this component down to what I want. And like I said, it's much bigger than what it needs to be. You need to make them bigger than what you're planning on, so you have room to start whittling it down and shaping it to what the good look you're going for. The protective film, and then if you're going to apply this stuff, make sure you cover all your other components, because this stuff really sticks to anything and it's very hard to get off. So with that, I will touch base back with you again on another video, and we'll kind of go over what this looks like after the shape is done and we're ready to do the fiberglass. After that, have a good day.